Mullin It Over episode 7. We are on episode 7 now. And we're a little shaky here because I'm at a dinner table. We're actually live from M T Pub Grub, otherwise known as Madison Street Tavern. My place of employment for the last 9 years. Started out as a cook, moved my way up, now I'm a server, and do the lunchtime, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We start serving at 11 o'clock, and then I usually get off sometime around 3 or 4. So I've been working here, like I said, for about 9 years, and I know what comes out of this kitchen. So when I did the last review and we did the chicken chunks, and I tried to be as unbiased as I possibly could. Really, I did. But it's a little hard because there's a lot that goes into this food, and I know everything that goes into this food, from where he orders it from, the ordering process, the preparation process, everything that goes into this food I'm very familiar with. So it was really hard for me to be unbiased in that review of the chicken chunks, but I did. I think Jim inserted his own bias because obviously he likes it, but I like it too, and that's not just because I work here. And I wanted to make sure I sat down and did a review of here. Because there might be some people out there that might not be familiar with what Madison Street has. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going on my computer here, and I did bring my computer to Madison Street. They have Wi-Fi, and I'm pulling up my Mullin It Over page, and I'm sharing the video. I want you to do the same. If you would, please. It helps to spread the word, especially during the live broadcast. I know some of you are going to be tuning in later and watching the broadcast as a video, but right now during the live broadcast, if you're watching, please share the video, help me out. It really helps as far as the reach and the interaction, to get people chiming in what they think, how they feel about the burgers. Maybe they know a better place to get a burger, but for right now, this is a Madison Street Tavern burger review. This is not like an Everywhere's Burgers, and I got different burgers in front of me. I ordered my burger already, and Tony Klepper's taking care of me, as is the owner of the establishment, my boss, Chris Chase. So it's nice that I work here and I got the ability to be able to walk in and sit back here. I'm in the back room at Madison Street, used to be the pool room. And it's nice to be able to come back here and have privacy. And that's available sometimes. I mean, obviously, it's not always available because this is a really busy place. I don't know if any of you have ever been here, but those of you who have know that there's certain times when it's pretty much impossible to get a to-go order. And it's probably pretty much impossible to get, a table if you tried to come in and sit down. That's a recurring thing. It happens all the time. So it's not something that, it's a one-night thing, maybe once every other, week or something. It probably happens about 3-4 times a week when this place is packed. There's people waiting outside for a table. There's people waiting up to an hour for a table here. It happens. It's part of the experience. But if you happen to get yourself a table and you get yourself seated, the service is excellent. No matter if it's busy or not, you usually get in and out. The problem is sometimes just getting a table. That's the hard part. That's what usually takes the longest. But I mean, as long as you're not bringing a group of 6 or more, a lot of times you can get in and out of here pretty quickly. But that's not the point. A lot of times you don't want to be able to get in and out of here quickly. Sometimes you want to sit down, you want to have yourself a beer. You want to check out the draft list, see what they have to offer. Now, obviously, this is a burger review, so I'm not going to get too far into the beers, but some of these do pair very well with the burger. Most notably, I think, is the Bell's Oberon Ale. It's a Michigan beer. It's from a Michigan craft brewer. And it's a very, very good beer. And I'm not much of a beer drinker, but when you want a good beer that pairs well with a burger, something that's not too heavy but not too light, this is right up your alley. Bell's Oberon is one of the ones I recommend, and I'm not a beer drinker. Another good one that pairs good with a burger, the Kona Big Wave Golden Lager. It's right there at 4.4%. It's not too heavy, but it's not too light either. It does have a nice little kick to it, so you don't want to get too many of them. But the Kona Big Wave, Bell's Oberon, sit yourself down, have a nice brew. They're available in a 16 or a 22-ounce glass. But the beer is one thing. They also have some specialty drinks as well. You got John Daly, which is just Firefly sweet tea vodka mixed with lemonade. So it's like Arnold Palmer, but our own little twist on it. Then, of course, there's a classic margarita, but we also have a couple of different twists on the margarita here. Peach mango margarita is it's definitely a favorite. It's one that a lot of people have been ordering lately, and the raspberry rush is also a good one. So if you're into specialty drinks or wines, this is where it's at. They got some good ones, and these are all specialty drinks. Most of them have been concocted by the owner, Chris Chase himself. He puts a lot into the menus, both the drink and the food menus. So that's what we're going to get to next. I wanted to just touch on the drink menus. Soft drinks, Pepsi products. Come on now. I know there's Coke fans out there, but I mean, where else can you get Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, and they also have Sprite. They do have kind of an off-brand Coke, but it's not. It's more for like it's the gun, the gun. Not really Pepsi, but it's for mixing drinks. Okay. Then this root beer. I need to get into this. I got to talk about this. This is a special root beer. It's a birch beer. It's not really just root beer. It's not Jolly's root beer, obviously, but this is something that I continue to go back for every time I come here. I highly recommend you try the root beer. It's not a name brand that you're familiar with, but it's not something that I would scoff at either. It's a birch beer. So one of my favorites when I come here. Another favorite, and before I get to the drink menu, I'm going to check my numbers here. I'm playing Keno. We have Keno available here. So my numbers right now, 1565, not looking too good.